Hello friends, my name is Sunil Chako and I am a registered pharmacist here in the state of Florida. I come before you today to share my own personal experience I had in getting my medications straight with a hope that this will help other general public to know the importance of taking charge of your own medications. I initially wanted to specify the name of the chain, but decided not because I feel this is a problem in the system and not of a particular chain or a particular store. However, since I had to go through this from my own pharmacy, I will make sure that this presentation will reach the corporate office of the particular chain and pharmacy that I get my medications filled. Having said that, let me briefly explain to you what happened. I received a letter in the mail from this pharmacy saying that one of my routine medications has been recalled by the manufacturer because of some impurities. So I called my pharmacy to find out why they did not inform me over the phone, because as you all know, if there is a refill pending, you get like 3 or 4 phone calls before your medication is being picked up from there. So when this is such an important thing, why am I getting a letter which could have easily gone in the junk, gone into garbage, thinking it is junk, rather than a phone call to let me know about this? Because if I didn't see that letter, I would have still been taking the medication. They gave me some reasons, and finally I asked them, okay, can you get an equivalent of this so I can be on my medications? I don't want to take a medication that's been recalled. I said, you have to call the doctor's office. I said, okay, let me call the doctor's office. And I called the doctor's office, and they said, the message there goes, if you're calling for a refill, please call your pharmacy and have them call us. So I called the pharmacy back and told them this is what it says, and they agreed to call the doctor's office. 2 days later, I called them back and said, did you get my refill? I said, no, we called and left a message to the doctor's office. They haven't called us back. I asked them, did you try to follow up? They said, no. Okay. I called the doctor's office, and finally, the doctor's office calls the prescription in. Then I told my wife to pick it up on her way back from work since I work late, and she picked it up last weekend. This is after 2 weeks. This is the 3rd week here now. So when she picks this up, I come home and find out that the dosage has been reduced by half from what I have been taking. And I was kind of surprised, because usually people expect the pharmacy to catch when there is a prescription error or a transcription error from a doctor's office. My thing was, why wouldn't the pharmacy have questioned it if they were looking at my profile? Because this is the pharmacy I've been using for years. So since it was weekend, I called the pharmacy on Monday and tried to talk to the pharmacist and tell them this is what it is. My dose has been reduced to half and nobody questioned that. What do you think if it was to an elderly person or to somebody who doesn't know anything about medications? They would just be taking it, and you know what the consequences would have been. The pharmacist said, well, we have tried to call the doctor's office. I don't know what is going on. This is what they gave us and all that. So I called the doctor's office back and told them this is what it is. And the doctor's PA finally personally called me and said, no, Mr. Chako, this is what the doctor called in, and it was for the same dosage that you were on. So I called the pharmacy back and I told them my doctor's office is saying that they called in for the right dosage of what I was on. And then I made sure if I was not reading it incorrectly and found out that I was still taking. It was still half of the dose that I was taking. And I tried to tell the pharmacist that if you are not able to get this fixed, I don't know, especially during this COVID season when I can't just go out to the doctor's office and get a script, which eventually I think that's what I'll be doing and finding a different pharmacy. But I tried to explain to them that I am in the middle of this and the doctor's office is telling me they called the correct dose. And you are telling me that this is what it is. I know somewhere something has gone wrong. This is not the right dose I am supposed to be on. And they agreed again to call. And I told them, okay, please call me on my cell phone and update me if there is a problem or if you are facing any situation from the doctor's office. Not get any phone call from them that evening. I was under the impression that the problem is fixed and the dose has been fixed. So I called them the next day, which was last Thursday, 4 days ago. I called and told them, asked them, and they said, no, there is no refill. All I see is the same dosage that's on your profile, which was picked up about 5 days ago. So at that point, it was like, my God, I don't think it should be this difficult to get a routine medication fixed. So I told them, well, I don't know what to do about this. You need to get this fixed. And then finally I called the store manager. I told them to transfer to the store manager. And I told the store manager the whole situation. I even told them that I am a pharmacist myself. I used to work for this chain many years ago before I moved to hospital pharmacy. I explained all this. And then I asked the store manager, if the pharmacy is busy, would you kindly update me about what happens from the doctor's office by the end of this day, if they are able to fix my problem or not? And the store manager reluctantly agreed to make an attempt to call me by the end of the day, which was Thursday. Till today, I haven't received either a phone call from the store manager or a phone call from the store saying that my medication is ready to be fixed. So, if me as a pharmacist has to go through such a difficult time to get my medication straightened up or fixed, I'm wondering how difficult it would be for just a general public who may not even have caught the mistake and might have continued to take the medication as it was filled. Hence, I think this is a problem in the system, because having worked for a retail chain for a few months, I know exactly what they expect from a pharmacist. So my tips to the general public, or especially the elderly, because I have an elderly mom living with me, and I know how hard it is for her to keep up with her medications. So if something goes wrong in the medications that is filled for her, there is no way she is going to find out about it. She's just going to keep taking it. So I thought that it was my duty as a pharmacist to come out and share my experience with you all and give you some tips as to how you can avoid this. Although pharmacists are among the top most trusted professionals behind nurses and doctors, I want you all to know that we are also human beings. So when there is pressure, we are prone to make mistakes too. So my tips for you all is, take charge of your medication. Number one, take charge of your medication. Try to do your refill before your medication completely goes out. So when you get the new bottle, you can compare both the medications and see if they're exactly the same. Sometimes manufacturers may be different, the color might be different. If that is the case, please call your pharmacy and find out if this is what my medication I was taking. If you have difficulty, if you are elderly, please reach out to any of the pharmacists that you have as friends or family members, or even other medical professionals like nurses, doctors. They will be able to look and help you. Please do not trust us completely and take the medication as they come. My second tip to you, please find out from your pharmacy how busy they are, how many refills, how many prescriptions they fill a day. I understand that sometimes your insurance companies will force you to go to a certain chain because of their partnership with the agreements they have made. But if that is the case, you have to just be careful and be vigilant of what is happening and take charge upon you. But if you have a choice, try to find out from the pharmacy how busy they are, how much time they have. You can easily find out by knowing how many prescriptions they fill a day. If they are filling like 400 prescriptions a day, there is no way a pharmacist can give time to look at your profile for each refills that comes and all that. They have to just move like a machine. And they will be afraid to come out and speak like me, because if they speak, they might be fired from the chain. So take the time to do that. And if you find that it is too busy, shop around, call other pharmacies. There might be some independent pharmacies around you who are only filling like 60, 65 prescriptions a day. If they are slow like that, they might have more time to give for each patient, to look at their profile and do it. So find out. It is very important that you find out how busy your pharmacy is, if you have a choice. If your independent pharmacy allows your insurance, please take advantage of that. Try to talk to them, because the advantage I see as a personal pharmacist, I want to make this clear, I don't own an independent pharmacy, so I don't want anybody to think that this is a promotion for an independent pharmacy. However, the advantage I see is that always there is that one pharmacist who is there, and if they own that pharmacy, they are more responsible of the liability. They know about the liability involved in it, and they are more empathic to the patient. So I want to leave you with this. Please take this advice from me. Take charge of your medication. If you cannot, seek help from family or friends. If you feel this video is helpful, please share with your family and friends, because it is very important that you know what medications you are taking and you know that you are in charge of your health. Thank you for listening to me. Have a wonderful day.